What is up, and welcome to Twin Dragon Podcast Show. We're your hosts. My name is Mike.
And I'm Bobby. The show will be about two young working professionals going through the craziness of life. We'll have fun conversations about current events and what's happening in our lives. So why do you want to know more?
Well, if you're bored at home, eating, or just chilling, and want to listen to something new, you've come to the right place. Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome to our first episode. We thought it'd be a good idea to just tell you guys a little bit about ourselves so that you know who we are and get a sense of who you're listening to. And maybe that will help entice some of you guys to stick around and see what kind of crazy stuff we put out later. So to start off with, my name is Mike, and I'm currently in med school at one of those institutions that they call the Ivy League. And I can tell you that this league isn't good at sports, but it's good at other things, big brain stuff. So how did I start on this journey? Well, it all goes back to, the motherland. I'm not talking about here. I was made in China. Hopped over onto the U.S. and grew up in the South in Texas, where, people think cowboys are.
Some cowboys.
There are definitely some cowboys here, that's for sure, but I wasn't around that area. But yeah, I lived in pretty stereotypical Asian kid life. Academics, got the violin. What else? Video games, that's right. And I lived in a pretty quiet neighborhood with a bunch of retired people. Pretty much summed up my childhood. Probably some other things I'm forgetting, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Did the whole pre-med college stuff, and dabbled in a little bit about programming, some computational stuff here and there, and now I'm here. But that's enough about me in a gist. What about you, bro?
So yeah, I'm Bobby, and just to, I guess, kind of give y'all some more insight, we hope to also kind of elaborate more on just our lives and just the different aspects that Mike mentioned in his life, med school and just video games and college and different videos, but hopefully this short one will be helpful. But yeah, I'm Bobby, and I don't know if y'all can relate to Mike, but I did it. I kind of grew up in a different style. I didn't do a violin or any instrument. I mostly did sports, track, cross country, golf, soccer.
That sounds pretty jock to me. I'm the nerd, he's the jock.
But yeah, I was okay, and I grew up in the South as well, but I think in a different city from Mike. I ended up living in San Antonio, Texas. Now
you guys know where to find him.
Yes, you can find me in San Antonio. Maybe. But let's just say in my neighborhood, it was kind of hard to not wear a color and be associated to a gang sometimes. I think in middle school that happened to me. But yeah, that happened once. But
so you lived in the ghetto.
Yeah, I kind of lived in the ghetto. I also kind of confirmed with a friend, hey, do you think we lived in the ghetto growing up? And she also mentioned, like, yeah. And I kind of said, why? And he's like, oh, because, the things that happened. But yeah, I also ended up going to college, hook 'em horns, if you know what that means. I also have lots of involvement in the medical field and research, so I'll be your guide as well to ask those questions to Mike if you have any of those questions that you might be wanting to ask, or don't know.
Like stuff in medicine,
yeah,
healthcare system, whatnot.
Yeah, like I was on a 40-minute call talking to someone about, the COVID vaccine and that it's not made of pigs.
Crazy stuff, man. So yeah, you can see that we're pretty opposite in how we, grew up and sort of our backgrounds. So, the next question people would think is like, how do we meet?
Yeah, I think that's always a question.
So how did we meet, Bobby?
So we actually met in college. We ended up, living together in a college house, but not that kind of college house.
It's not a frat house, guys.
Yeah, it's not a frat house.
It's a church house.
But yeah, I think after that we ended up meeting, and I thought I could have been friends with you, but I don't know about you.
I don't know. I don't remember much. It was first summer of freshman year for me, and a whole bunch of other guys in the house, and yeah, I don't know. We just kind of like started texting each other and just hanging out. Maybe honestly, I don't remember much that summer. To be fair,
I think I was just more optimistic about like friendships and stuff like that.
You weren't like, hey, I see that Asian, I want to be friends with that.
It was just more like, I can be friends with him.
Nice. Yeah, I think we were kind of just we were friends, but we weren't that close until like much later years.
Yeah, I think it was kind of hard to just um, relate. I think we were just kind of like getting surface friendships first and like surface level, and we kind of grew more as time went on.
Yeah, I think we definitely kind of like picked up a bit more over the years during college. Just probably seeing each other more at church and getting more involved and just like, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, and I think we came even more closer as we left college, and I think that was also cool.
Yeah, I think college, I was all like we said, in that I was in that pre-med grind. If any of you guys out there, on that pre-med grind, I feel you guys. I feel you guys. The grass is definitely greener a bit on the other side.
Yeah, I remember you always being busy with studying, and I was busy with just hanging out with people.
Hanging out with people, living the good life,
It was somewhat the good life.
Somewhat the good life. Why is it somewhat the good life?
Yeah, I still had to study as well,
Oh yeah.
time to time.
Time. But yeah, yeah. I guess like if you guys have any other questions or want to know more about us in like a specific topic or particular question, just let us know in this comment and we'll check it out and you might see another episode on that question or topic.
Yeah, so see you later, guys.
Thanks for listening again.
Thank you again, guys, for listening to the Twin Dragons podcast. If you guys want to know more about a topic or want us to do a specific video, let us know in the comments below.
And please like and subscribe if you want to help support us. Keep a lookout on our social media accounts so that you can keep up to date with any new episodes that come out and get connected. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.